one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I went to the petting zoo and I let the goat lick my penis.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Uh-oh.
Well, the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to... Anyway.
What the fuck was that?
Hello, what you doing?
Hello? Is there somebody there? Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
I'll cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, swallow the gravy. Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
Yum, 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 yum.
This is great.
Well, I think if they win, I should get all the credit, and if they lose, I should not be blamed at all, okay?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
What do you mean it started? Why don't you tell us when it started? Give us a fucking heads up.
Like some hand signals going on out here.
Yeah.
Like at work.
Like a green flag or a red flag. Do I need to get you something?
Or like an indicator light somewhere up by the TV that tells us how we're doing.
So whoever watches this, you're gonna watch it for like 3 minutes and then you're gonna click off, and you're not ever gonna get to the good shit that we have at the end. What's going on, guys?
Do we have good shit?
Sometimes we have good shit. I think we had on the whole podcast, if I could have just cut it down, it would have just been those two little skits that we did last time. It would have been the memes and oh fuck,
it was in the trivia.
That
was terrible.
It was fantastic.
It's the accent. I had no idea. It's so terrible, that accents.
Well, we need to do that again. Regardless of how uncomfortable you guys feel.
I have a bad ear for accents too, to be honest.
Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to bring up right off the beginning of this show, so we can just jump into it, is it's March, and what is March?
Month? Oh,
Women's History Month.
I thought that was just a date.
No.
International Women's Day was like March 6th, wasn't it?
So the whole month is Women's History Month.
Why do you guys need a whole month?
Now, I'm too fucking lazy because I was going to go through it and I was, why don't we get a month?
We get 11 months.
Because that would be sexist.
No, we get one fucking
Men's
day.
History Month would absolutely cause controversy.
Why?
Because that's the world we live in.
Okay. So I went through all of the dates and I was going to, because there's something every single fucking day that you're supposed to be celebrating or cherishing.
Yeah.
And it's fucking stupid.
What's today?
I'm a fan of National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Okay, so
I
you
like
did
that
know
one.
you did know that one. I don't know what today is, Andrew. Maybe you can look it up.
So you can go to Krispy
What are you
Kreme.
supposed to search up? What day is today?
No.
What's today's
What's today's
dumb
arbitrary
holiday?
celebration of?
So I am a big fan of women. So I thought that we could do something for women. And
I'm so-so.
You're so-so.
Yeah. I like Amanda, but a lot of women I just don't care for.
I know
Nancy Pelosi.
I figured out who was the people that were doing what is it, Molly, with you. I figured it out. Because you let it slip.
How'd I do
you
that?
don't realize that you let it slip, but you let it slip. So I know who.
Okay.
I'll say it after the podcast.
What's their first name start with?
M.
M?
Yeah.
Who the heck is M? I don't know anyone with a name that starts with an M. Michael? I don't know a Michael.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
You thought, but
You said we know these people. You said in the podcast that we know these people. So immediately,
you know one of them.
I know one of them.
Yes, but not the other.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
What?
There's like 17 things that are being celebrated today. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah, what's the best ones?
No, I can't even tell you the best one because the list is so fucking long. So it's March 11th is National No Code Day.
What does that mean?
No coding.
No code, no problem. Celebrate no code movement and start automating your work.
Can we try and guess what these are?
It's a period of time where we celebrate automation and people losing their jobs, which is relevant given how many layoffs are happening in the tech industry. It is National Promposal Day. So
I
for
don't even
those
know
of
what
you
that
who are
is.
going to prom, propose.
Oh, so today is the day that you figure out who you're going to finger bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
311 Day, which I thought would be, the band. But
But is-
apparently it's an emergency service number in some country. Debunking Day.
Ooh. Today's debunking day?
Yeah.
I fucking didn't know.
apparently.
Damn it,
Gotta
I
get
missed
your
it.
facts right today for the show, okay?
Well, fuck.
It's
good
a
luck on that one.
genealogy day.
Can we cut this podcast short?
What?
so
Hold on.
we don't
What are
debunk?
we? I'm an Aries.
That's
What?
not your gene.
Yeah,
what
what
do you?
the fuck
Oh,
is
my
that?
genealogy.
That's
Jesus Christ.
astrology.
Astrology.
What the fuck are you
What a
Genealogy.
talking about?
bozo, you.
Genealogy
God.
is your lineage,
Like your
right?
genetics, like tracing your
yeah,
ancestry
okay,
back.
Holy shit.
Independence Restoration Day.
I don't understand that one.
International Fanny Pack Day, actually.
I would like to get a
Wow.
fanny pack. I would really like to get a fanny pack.
Key Deer Awareness Day.
What? Wait, say that last
Moshe
one again.
Show's birthday.
He's just going through these too fast. What was the key one?
A Key Deer Awareness Day.
What does that mean?
Were they like extinct?
Let
or
us
something?
do our part to aid the endangered species by spreading awareness. It just looks like a fucking deer to me. It doesn't look like it.
Oh,
I'm
so
sure
it's a key
like
deer.
Yeah, like
It's a key deer.
Yeah, stock awareness photo or something. National COVID-19 Day.
Today.
These all say March 11th.
We should all go get vaccinated today.
National Dream Day. National Funeral Director and Mortician
Oh,
Recognition Day.
Jesus Christ. This is taking fucking forever.
National Johnny Appleseed Day. National Oatmeal Nut Waffles Day.
Oh, I can get on board with that. Actually, I don't like nuts on my
National Peyton Slaymaker Day.
Wow.
Okay,
This is
I'm
like
done.
some-
It's getting fucking stupid.
It's got to be some small town that has a niche. Hey, today should be Peyton Slaymaker Day.
No, it's
It's national.
yeah, it's
It's
national.
it's actually
Well, it can't be.
it's been affirmed.
Through
it's
her
been
story,
nationally recognized,
Peyton
but-
Slaymaker has touched and inspired millions of people.
Yeah, so
I
is
don't
my
know what
priest.
this is supposed to convey because the picture is of like 3 gingers sitting in a row. 2 of them might be parents. I don't know who Peyton Slaymaker is supposed to be in
It's
this
your
fucking
ancestor.
photo.
It's your ancestor. So
She's the daughter.
well,
so we're
Peyton
focusing
sounds like a guy's name to me.
we're focusing on the month.
Oh, but that's right. Names don't
Names
have genders anymore. right?
Ascend all gender.
Oh, I see.
No.
I knew a Trinity. He was a guy.
What?
That'd be an awful name. Trinity Neverdoll.
Never doll?
That was
He made
was a
that up.
mouthful.
You should just call him 3.
Yeah,
We were
that's a good idea.
we were in Walmart yesterday, and there was a chick in a distance with a half shirt on that was high stepping all over the place. And as she got closer, I could tell that she was not a chick. And it was like, dude, you're as big as me. It's never gonna work out for you. Nobody's ever gonna want to fuck you.
I kind of
wearing a crop top or like
Crop top.
Oh.
Yeah, I could see the navel. I could see the treasure trail when he got closer. It was
Okay.
sweet.
Let me just say, dudes
Yeah.
wearing crop tops, no. It's never okay, is it?
You were
Well,
around, but in the 90s, weren't you? Weren't crop tops like the thing for?
I think that was more
That
of a
was
late
80s.
80s
Is it
thing.
80s?
Early
Yeah.
80s. Early 80s.
Early
something like that,
80s?
right?
Was it?
Yeah, because I was like 10 years old with cut my shirt up to here. I think I was like 10, something like that.
You guys, you say what you want, but
What
I've
a
got,
fucking loser.
I really do like a prominent Adam's apple in a woman.
Why do you like that? Because it shows that she's skinny? I thought you liked fat chicks. Because you can't have an Adam's apple and
Girth.
and be fat.
I like them both.
You just said you prefer an Adam's apple, isn't that what you said?
Yeah,
Isn't that
I
what
like
you
I
said?
like them girthy, and I like the Adam's apple.
All right. So once again, we're gonna get back to Women's Appreciation or History Month or whatever, and so I thought we'd go through a few things that
Your appreciation shines through in your words.
that
You can't even remember the fucking name of it.
Women's History Month.
You don't fucking care.
So a few things.
What's that thing that's the
Go ahead and-
opposite of a man?
Go ahead and bring up the board
What
with
was
the
the
three
name
of us.
for that?
Bring Andrew down so his forehead's not off, please. Just bring him down just a bit.
I don't understand. Why does this picture
Oh, it's just,
supposed to represent Women's History Month?
it's just two
'Cause of
gorgeous
how much
fucking
of a
bitches.
whore that chick was.
I mean, it's one chick staring at another's tits. I
Well,
mean,
there's obviously jealousy there. So if you
she
women,
was appreciating that woman.
I guess.
I don't think so. Women are
Although the look in her eyes says something else.
women are super catty about their boobs. So women have if you don't know, women have a thing about their boobs like men have about their dicks. They think about them all the time. So if they have small boobs, they're super worried about it.
I don't think about my dick all the time.
Okay.
Or even most of the time.
It's because you're married, comfortable with who you are.
I guess.
But there's guys out there that are worried about their size.
Are you worried about your dick?
Every single day.
Like, legitimately?
Sometimes I can't feel it. I panic, like it fell off or something.
You're not worried about your dick.
No, but...
Because you can always feel it.
Well, I mean, if 2/3 of us aren't worried about our cocks, can you really say that it's a norm for guys to be worried about, like, size and shit?
So if you're a single male and you go out with somebody who, let's say you meet a new girl, right? And you know that she's been with a lot of guys. Are you worried you can't satisfy her because of your cock size? There's a lot of guys out there.
Are we talking about like someone you've been in a relationship
No,
for like
no,
6
I'm
months?
saying if you're
Are you
single.
talking about this is like your first date?
If you're single.
Okay, how did you meet?
Through a friend.
So not Tinder.
No.
So you're not just down to fuck is the thing. You're looking for
right.
an actual meaningful relationship.
Sure.
Then I guess I can understand it.
Or if you're trying to satisfy somebody and you're looking at this bitch and you know that she's been with a lot of guys.
But that's just going to stress you out. I mean, that can literally make the situation
That's what
worse.
that's what I'm saying.
You could literally go into the night pushing rope and not satisfy anyone, much less the woman in front of you.
But what I'm saying is there's guys out there that worry about that. Obviously, we're all three okay with what we are, but there's guys out there.
You can't
women
change
are women are the same way.
Yeah,
they worry about their breast
change
size.
it.
Well, you can change it too.
You can't get like a cock extension or anything.
Yeah, you can. You can get dick enlargements.
How does that even work?
It's gross.
Is it a method of stretching, or
Let
is
me
it
tell you
like
about
does
it.
it involve cutting?
That's cutting.
That just seems bad.
Okay,
Ask my
Taylor, you're
surgeon.
Like
more
why
educated on
would
this.
you want someone slicing your dick off and like inserting something between the two halves and then sewing it back together?
You know those tribes that put rings around their neck to stretch their neck? That's what I do.
Neck, cock. Huge difference.
Yeah, well, neck
in
is
form and function.
So what?
I don't need my neck.
There's a tendon down there so on the Learning Channel, they actually used to have shows on there. There's a tendon down there. I believe they cut it, and it allows them to stretch it out so far. Then they have this procedure where they'll slice the sides of it, so you can. I don't know, man. I don't remember.
How is any of this legal?
It's legal.
You're literally describing genital mutilation.
Yeah, well,
Like,
some
that's-
dudes want to gain a quarter of an inch on their cock. Anyways, women
Like that's gonna make it.
women are the same way. So we're looking at that picture where she's looking at those big giant hooters up there with those great areolas sticking out.
Who's
And
that-
she's a little bit jealous.
Who's the actress on the left? Because I've seen her before. I know of this picture.
So
I, just
I
don't
think it's
remember her name.
Sophia Loren and Jane Mansfield.
Is that not
Should I
Marilyn
know
Monroe?
who either of those two fucking people are?
No, you shouldn't.
What
and-
is this from? Like the 60s?
I don't know, but it's a great fucking picture.
Maybe the 70s?
It's
Based
just-
on the hair?
Yeah, they were probably, I don't know when they were at their height, probably 50s or 60s. I have no idea.
just
But
swore that
it's
was
just a great
Marilyn.
picture.
That's what I thought at first too. But
She's even got the little mole on her cheek.
is it on the right side?
Well,
It's not Marilyn Monroe.
I don't know. They could flip
James
the
Mansfield.
picture.
I think Marilyn Monroe's is on the other side of her face.
I think Marilyn Monroe's squintier, anyways.
All right, so
Moving on.
one of the things that I appreciate about women is they will change for you. So go ahead and bring up the next one. So Timmy Jean Lindsay was
Whoever the fuck that is.
well, you're going to find out.
Oh.
She's the first woman to ever have a silicone titty job done in America. So she's brought a lot of joy to men. And if I'm going to focus on history, this is an important part for us because we all love the jugs. You don't love the jugs?
I'm more of an ass man.
You're more of an ass man. You don't play with the jugs when you're there?
I think giant tits are.
These are not giant
A
tits.
little
So if you look
large.
at her, she's probably an A cup. She probably went up to a C cup.
Okay.
So C cups.
Is that before or after?
This is before.
Okay.
All right. So in my life, the people that have really influenced me. Go ahead and go to the next slide.
I like
Have
I like
big
small
tits?
boobs because you can put a football helmet on and like pads.
Yeah.
And do them from behind.
So one woman who educated every woman in America back in 1972 was Linda Lovelace. So she taught every woman in America how to deep throat a cock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like on national television.
No, she was the first big porn
PBS,
star.
like, learning hour or something.
She's a big first porn star ever. Now the
in
problem.
the 70s.
Yeah.
That seems really late for porn.
Have you never heard of Deep Throat the movie? That's when it went mainstream.
No. She's got some hangers though.
She's a tiny woman. I've never seen Deep Throat, but I can appreciate that she brought blowjobs to the mainstream and taught everybody how to properly do them. Now, if you want to take her advice and do what she does, that's on you. Or if you just want to sit there and nibble on the tip, you know.
Either way is great, right?
All right. So the next, she really was a progressive, so she started mainstream porn. So the next ones in my life that influenced me was Tracy Lords. You have no idea. She has
another porn star.
Another porn star.
I'm starting to see a trend.
I know.
So
hold on.
I'm appreciating women in history right now. Is what I'm doing. And if you haven't seen Tracy Lords, you might want to go check her out.
These are great documentaries
I don't know.
that they're in.
Just based on the era that this looks like it's from, looks like I'm going to see a whole lot of Untamed Bush.
You really are with
and
her.
That's not really my thing.
She's absolutely beautiful.
So
what I'm going to do in my next picture of the lady that really influenced me and helped me drop seed all over the place when I was 13.
Jesus Christ.
When I was 13 years old.
Hillary Clinton.
She comes in a close second, but you can see the beauty of this lady because she doesn't have any makeup on this one. So go ahead and go to the next one. This is Jenna Jameson.
I know who that is.
Yeah,
absolutely,
I know who that is
absolutely
too.
fucking gorgeous. And
Although nowadays,
well, she's an old bitch now.
Well, I understand that, but she's had a lot of work done over the years.
Yeah, she does not look like that.
She doesn't look like that anymore.
Why you would ever, when you're that pretty, go and fuck up your face? And there's a lot of them that do that.
Usually recognize her with white concealer on.
Yeah, so you don't see the freckles and stuff.
Sticky stuff, yeah.
But she's absolutely beautiful there. And then Women Appreciation, Women History Month. The other women, I'll just go ahead and bring up the next one. These are some of the other
ones that aren't in porn.
No, the ones
you still see the
the ones that I found to be hotties back in the day.
Still find a lot of topless chicks.
They're just all gorgeous women. So I'm appreciating women during Women History Month.
Bottom right.
Bottom right. Fairuza Balk. She was in.
Don't tell me. Okay, go ahead.
She was in Waterboy.
Yeah.
Oh, she was the trashy one, wasn't she?
She was Adam Sandler's girlfriend.
The girlfriend, but what else?
What else?
Yeah, I recognize her, but it's not from Waterboy.
She was in this movie where I can't remember the name of it. There were three witches, and this girl comes to town, and she's a witch too, and they bring her into the coven. I can't remember the name of that one. But everything I would see, Fairuza Balk, she's absolutely gorgeous. The weird one is the Fran Drescher. I always had a thing for her. Obviously,
at the top,
up the top middle,
yeah.
Top middle.
Yeah. And Marissa Tomei. If I wasn't married to my wife, I'd be married to Marissa Tomei. I just find her incredibly gorgeous.
Like still though, in
to this day, and she's old.
Well, like 50. She's in her 50s,
Yeah,
right?
she's old, but she's probably in her late 40s right there, and just incredibly beautiful. Sandra Bullock.
Definitely aged well. I've never had a thing for Sandra. She always looks like my mom.
I don't know. It sounds like we're straying into territory where you're saying only women who are aesthetically pleasing deserve to be acknowledged.
Those are the ones I like.
What are some of these women? What have they done for a woman in particular?
Everything.
Well, I mean,
so let's go to the next slide before you shut up. And so
here we go.
Yeah, you have to do this. I was gonna make you guys send me a picture of your wife, but I didn't do it. So the other woman that I find incredibly beautiful is my wife. So you got to put her up there. Go ahead and go to the next one there, Zach. So one of the things that I can really appreciate about women and what they've contributed to history is girls that like girls too. Who doesn't appreciate a good lesbian? So let's go to the next.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I mean,
lesbians are fantastic.
I don't think anyone has done more for women than Yoko Ono, to be completely honest.
Why? Why would you say that?
She's just done a lot for the music industry. And she was a punching bag for John Lennon.
Aye. So if you have a woman and she does, during this month of when we're going to pay them back, right? Or we're going to hold on.
It sounds like we're straying into the domestic abuse here.
No. We need to appreciate them. So we need to pay them back. So the first thing I say, don't do it yet, well, you can go to the next slide.
Maybe I won't hit Amanda when I go home.
Is they have a lot of stress on them. They have a lot they've got to do throughout the day. So one of the things you can do is the tools that they use, right? Don't make them use broke down old shitty tools. Get them some new ones. Go ahead and bring that up. So every woman needs quality, right? Quality cleaning equipment.
Wife's going to kick your ass.
And you wonder why our male to female ratio on this viewing is like 97% men.
So when you tell your old lady, go do some fucking dishes, do you expect her to have like a green pad that's kind of broken up? No. You want her to have, during this month of women history,
that's a car wash kit right there. No one's washing dishes with that squeegee.
No, well, it is a car wash kit, but my wife, get out there and fucking clean the car. So the next thing on the list is, get your wife a new vacuum. When she's going up and down them fucking stairs, cleaning everything, get her something that's more form functioning. That's better for her back. That'll be easier for her to get up and down the stairs.
That's a Dyson, right? That is a Dyson. That is a beautiful vacuum right there. That's top 10.
Yeah. Do you guys disagree? No, we should appreciate our women right now, right?
I wouldn't spend that much on a vacuum for Amanda, but
so you don't care about her that much.
Well, I don't think I have to show her my love and affection by buying her monetary things. I just bone her.
Yeah, that's just superficial.
What, a vacuum?
Yeah, buying items for people. Come on.
Yeah, she's got fucking a workload. She needs to get it done in a proper, quick manner before I get home so she can have dinner for me. Okay, go ahead and go to the next one. And every woman needs a pair of knee pads for whatever chore they're doing, right?
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't see where this is going.
I tried to find the best in. Yeah, pink is great. So go ahead and go to the next one. Zach, what do we got up there? This is one of my favorite things that I found, and I'm going to buy this for my wife. So I know that when she gets out of bed in the morning,
shock yourself awake.
She doesn't like to wake me up or disturb anybody else in the house while she goes and does dishes and makes me breakfast. But the alarm on our phone sometimes goes off. This will solve that problem. So she gets a couple jolts of electricity in the fucking arm. She wakes up. She doesn't wake me up, lets me sleep in. She's on her way.
She's going to love it so much, she's going to wrap it around your cock when you're sleeping. At 6 o'clock,
you just don't appreciate women like I do.
You sit straight up.
You don't appreciate women like I do. Go ahead and go to the next one, Zach.
Do you know how terrifying that
would be? Here's a book.
It'd be awful.
Here's a book for your wife. You suck at cooking. And if you think about it, you want to help her on her way. You want to help her be better, be a better person.
Yeah, so when she divorces you and finds somebody who's worth having, she knows how to cook for him, right?
And don't make her use shitty pots and pans. Get her some new fucking pans. God
that is
damn it.
Teflon. That's nice copper coated.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
That is a nice pan. That's like $80 right there.
Well, hopefully she keeps it clean. Go ahead and go to the next one. And here's a book. This book is everything you need to know about being a better wife.
Notice how she doesn't have small jugs in that.
Was it written in the 50s?
It was not. I had to cut it off because it was kind of wonky on the size. I took this off of Amazon, I believe. But every woman wants to be better at what they do. So we need better wives.
No way she doesn't have some sort of boob job. That chick right there. That's step one, right? Is get a boob job.
Well, yeah, it goes back to the first lady that got the boob job. I mean, we've gone through the litany of what women need and what they've accomplished. They've accomplished a lot.
You can't be truly appreciated unless you've got large fake tits.
What's the next one, Zach? Don't be an asshole. Hire a helper. Get her a fucking helper around the house with her chores and the kids and stuff like that.
Do they have to look like that? Do they have to be like one of those maids?
Well, you want somebody in shape. You want somebody in shape.
Okay, I gotcha.
So if she's, kind of...
You have to inspect it too, right? If you hire a maid, you bring them around. You want to make sure that they take off all their clothes.
Yeah.
And so they're in shape and can be an actual use around the house.
So my feeling is don't be an asshole, hire a helper. And I want, with March being Women History Month, I want to put out there what the great Jim Jeffries said to us. Go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
April 18th. For those that know. So our day's coming, guys. Do you know what April 18th is, Taylor?
No.
I don't know.
It's National Anal Day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I can't believe you guys don't know that.
Did Jim Jeffries really say that? Or they just plaster that quote on top of a
No,
pic
you can
of
get
Jim
shirts
Jeffries?
with him saying April 18th on it. You had no idea?
Huh.
Yeah, he picked out a day for us to fuck our old ladies in the ass since the rest of the year is theirs.
I feel like I've heard him talk
I
about
was gonna
that.
say, does that mean April 19th is like National like Chair Cushion Day or
Yeah,
chair
sit on a
chair
donut day.
Donut day.
Yep.
And for our last slide, don't bring it up yet. Oh well, I wanted to bring up. Go ahead, you can bring it up. I wanted to bring up, somebody and highlight them for being
A crazy fucking bitch.
setting an example as a great mom.
She's a grandma now. We just saw that on Reddit, right? She's a
Yeah,
grandma now.
she's a
She's
fucking-
36-year-old
she's
grandma.
younger than me. She's 35 years old.
Oh, what's
She's
going on
already a
there?
fucking grandmother.
What's going on there? Son of a bitch! Right in front of Laura.
That's too
Yeah,
bad.
this is right here.
Yeah.
This is what the right wants for the country. Fucking everybody being a grandmother or a grandfather at 35 years old.
She's setting an example for the
fucking
rest of us.
crazy.
Can you imagine? That's wild.
So she had her kid when she in her
Got
senior.
fucked in back of a bowling alley
Oh, no, she
by
was
a much older man who was creeping on her and her friends.
okay. I didn't know that, but when
Kids.
she was a senior in high school, and that's the excuse she used to drop out. So she didn't finish her senior year. And in 2020,
That's who we need leading the nation. Let's vote for her.
President?
President. Yep.
fuck yeah.
First female president. Lauren Boebert. If you run, I'm voting for you.
I don't think she's old enough.
You have to be 35, or is it 45?
I think
No,
it's,
we had this argument on there before. It's 35.
is it
35?
35 for
Yeah.
presidency?
Yeah, it was crazy because I thought it was
Score.
45. So yeah, she's 36, right? I saw.
35.
Oh, she's 35.
That's what I read this morning.
Okay. So yeah, she went back to school. She educated herself.
I'm pretty sure she just got her GED.
She got it in 2020, right before she got elected. So she went back and she bettered herself. Can you bring back up Laura?
Is a GED bettering yourself?
She's setting the
Yeah,
example.
I'd say
It's kind of like the bare fucking minimum.
She's setting the example for the
So
rest of us.
she just did what she should have done originally.
She's hot.
No.
I would have banged her 17-year-old ass.
Too
And
much
the-
maked Look at that.
Do you think there's a lot of makeup
Oh,
on
got a
there?
lot of
Your
Dracula
problem with
eyes.
her is the makeup? It's not the abundance of fucking crazy flowing out of her?
No, that's fine. Fuck. That's most women you
No,
meet
you never
nowadays.
fuck crazy.
The crazier the woman, the better the fuck.
That is absolutely not true.
Oh, it is true.
No.
By the way, you need to go home and let
Do you
Robin
think-
know that
do you-
April 18th is National Anal Day.
Yeah.
I'm going to let my wife know as well.
That's going up on the calendar.
It fucking should.
I'm writing up on the wall.
I'm putting a reminder on my phone.
You should, get that collar and then on her wrist whenever when the alarm
It
goes
just starts
off.
fucking shocking her so she
National
can't get
Anal
away. Oh! I'm just behind her. April 18th.
It's like 12:01 and you got her captured in
Yeah.
the room.
I just came. So yeah, that was. I don't know. I really appreciate women. Without women, we wouldn't be here. So
That's common sense.
yeah, I know, but still, I do. I appreciate. I care about women.
I don't think they appreciate us because you always hear about women saying, "Hey, if we can figure out artificial insemination, men are gone. We're toast.
What?
They're gonna put us all into camps until
Well,
we die off."
I mean, you'd still need a seed to fertilize the egg. So they'd have to
Yeah,
keep
well-
at least a healthy number of us alive.
I'd imagine.
Could you imagine being strapped to a fucking wall with a sucker on your cock all the time? That is you have like a fucking tube going down into your throat feeding you while it's just milking your cock all day.
Dude, that sounds like heaven.
It really does, doesn't
That
it?
sounds like the
I
utopia
mean,
I've been waiting
besides
for.
the fact that you probably wouldn't be conscious for any of it to
Oh,
experience
that's
any
too
of it.
bad.
I'd
Yeah.
have the
You gotta
best
ruin
dreams
it for all of us.
Yeah, they just need to keep your brain flooded with
Dopamine,
no. What is it?
epinephrine,
Not LSD.
ketamine,
No. They
morphine.
Keep naming things. It's that
Molly.
DMT.
Ew, oh no, that's terrible.
Now,
Your brain makes it naturally when you dream.
Yeah, but you don't want any artificial DMT. That'd be awful.
what?
You can get DMT from plants. It's not artificial.
Okay,
That's
well, hang
natural.
on. You don't want an increase of DMT because you'll have like out of body experiences and
Yeah, but
your
wouldn't
buddy
be,
would be.
You wouldn't be conscious for it.
You would need more and more until the point where
Here's what they do. They would fentanyl your ass up so they keep you on the brink of death. But they would also feed you an IV of Viagra. They would have a massaging heat pad on your nuts. And that's what they do. And they sit there with like what they put on a cow udder, that's what they put on your cock. And they just suck it fucking dry.
why don't we see a Jenna Jameson movie where that's like the plot? She has to come save the man that's getting milk.
Why doesn't she do porn anymore? It's kind of disappointing.
Given her age, I don't think that's true.
Yeah. What else we got on the book?
Drama in my family.
What's going on in your family?
Fuck. And that's part of it. I don't know.
Is it your family or is it Robin's
No,
side?
it's my family.
Oh.
Like I get a text.
So hold on. There's you.
Yeah.
You have a brother.
2 brothers.
Oh, you have 2 brothers. I thought you had one.
1 brother, 1 stepbrother.
Okay, and then you have a sister.
1 sister, 3 stepsisters.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
What are you doing?
That
step
leads
sis?
to a lot of drama.
Yeah, but this doesn't involve the step part of the family in any way whatsoever. This is only bio children.
So what are you upset with? Are you upset with your mother?
I'm not. Like I said, I am someone who.
Is your mom a whore?
I doubt that.
Doubt that.
But like I'm like the person who was standing on the sidelines,
Mhm.
staring at my phone and reading Reddit while the drama was going on.
Well, what was the drama?
Completely unaware of it. Apparently, my brother and sister have just ghosted my dad.
Why?
I'm not involved. I don't know.
So hold on. Do you have a group text where your dad, your mom, and everybody's in it?
No, because my parents are divorced. Why the fuck would we include them in text chats together?
Because your dad didn't say that he appreciated a woman this month.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna talk
Yeah.
to someone.
By the
that
way,
doesn't
you guys didn't
appreciate
say
a
who
woman.
your favorite porn star was.
Porn stars?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite porn star.
Ron Jeremy?
Johnny Sins. Ron Jeremy. That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'd say Riley Reid.
Riley Reid. Don't know. All right. So what's the drama, Taylor?
Like I said, apparently my siblings have ghosted my dad
So how does that lead to drama?
because he started texting me some pretty high maintenance stuff, and he's just like, "Do you know what's going on?" And I was like, "I haven't even talked to my sister since last summer.
Right.
I haven't talked to my brother since last summer." I was
Did you
like,
say,
"If
why
there-
didn't you get a hold of
if
them?
There is something going on. I don't know what the fuck it is." Well, but he texts them.
And they just do
and
nothing.
They don't message back.
So why did they ghost him?
I don't know.
Well, why didn't you find out? It's for the
Because-
fucking
okay,
podcast.
listen, I know it's for the podcast
Yeah.
and everything, but here's the thing.
Mhm.
If I try to find out what the problem is,
Then you're sucked
then
into
I'm
it.
involved in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Either I have an obligation
Oh, that was
to
sweet,
keep,
Fabio.
to keep the secret
Yeah.
of what the problem is, or I have an obligation to let my dad know how to fix it.
Well, if they're ghosting them, there might be no way to fix it, right?
Exactly. Which is why I don't want to be involved at all.
Yeah.
Because once that happens, I've got an obligation somewhere, a moral imperative to...
So you're still in good standing with both your mom and your dad.
Yeah. I mean, I've always, since I moved out of my house, I've always talked
Yeah.
to my mom
Yeah.
like every other day
Mhm.
at the worst of times, but like weekly, bare minimum every week. But like my dad and I will like talk on holidays or...
That's just a dad thing, though.
But that's a guy thing. That's a guy
I
thing.
assume it is, but you know, I just don't talk to him, you know, unless he texts me about something, or
Right.
unless, you know, we're, you know, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving, and all that stuff. You know, we talk then, but we don't talk like my mom and I do, which is constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How often do you talk to your daughters? How often do your daughters talk to your wife?
They talk to my wife more than they talk to me, except when they're in the house. When they're in the house, then we talk more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So whenever they come over and visit, then we visit more than their mom does with them.
Because they've already said everything they need to say over the phone.
Could be. But I get texts from my daughters. My daughter in Seattle asks me questions like, should we buy a house now? What's all in when you buy a car? She asks me questions like that I can answer. And my daughter in Seattle, it's mostly group text chats and stuff like that. So, but I talk to them more than mom does when they're home. So I'll have late night talks with them and stuff like that.
Well,
like till
I'm
11
just-
o'clock at night.
I'm just really independent.
Yeah.
Like, I can just do my own thing.
Yeah,
And
Taylor.
never get lonely.
I know you could be
or
the fucking.
bored
I know
or-
you could be the hermit in the fucking house, up on the hill in the woods by yourself.
Yeah,
and you'd be okay
I'd be absolutely content with that.
as long as you had a news source. How about
as long as I had functioning internet.
right? How about how about
that,
you,
that would be the thing I'd need.
Andrew? How often do you talk to your mom?
It's been a while. We usually talk a lot more than we have recently. I haven't seen
What
her in a few
happened?
months. I don't know. Road goes both ways, right?
Oh Jesus,
I
I
was
hate
gonna
that.
say,
I
I
hate
mean,
that fucking
it-
saying.
It absolutely does.
Well, it's the saying that makes the most sense. If you're complaining about someone never talking to you and you want to talk to them,
Yeah.
you can always take the initiative.
Yeah, but you never know what's going on in somebody's life too. Like
Yeah.
your mom might be super busy, but she wants to talk to you, but she just fucking. So you ghost your mom.
I didn't. Boy, I talked to her.
Well, that's not ghosting.
couple weeks
Ghosting
ago.
is intentionally
I
avoiding
know,
contact
Taylor.
with
I know.
somebody. Come on.
I know.
Andrew would never ghost his mother.
What about your
No,
dad?
Just my gramps. I talked to my dad a lot. He's over in Utah.
Who?
currently.
He's in Utah.
Yeah.
What's he doing in fucking Utah?
Getting a third wife.
Or first, second, and third? Yeah. What's your pops doing in Utah?
They RV full time now, so they're working a job down in Utah.
They RV full time.
How long has he been doing
That
that?
just means they live in their car.
How long has he been doing that?
A couple years now.
So is he getting to the end of it?
No.
Because people will do it for a couple of years and they're going like,
How does he
this
have any
fucking
money
sucks."
with gas prices?
They work a job down there. They work at
Oh.
the campground. They're the campground.
Oh, so they're not like cruising across the U.S., visiting all the national monuments and all that shit. They're
Not
they're
nomads.
literally just living in their car in a specific place, working a job. See, that doesn't sound nearly as fantastical as, oh yeah, they're RVing.
It's a fucking house.
They've been doing it for years.
It's a fucking house on wheels. I don't
No,
know what
it's a
you're talking
fucking car.
about. No, it's not.
It's a vehicle.
That's what I never understood for people. So when we go,
You call a mobile home a car? Put up on wheels?
yeah, it's a
You
home.
can take a place.
It's a
right?
home.
It's
No,
a
it's
car.
not a
It's
fucking
a car,
It's
you
not a fucking car.
douchebag.
It's a house.
I never understood.
Home and house are different terms
I never
to describe something.
I never understood why people needed a second house so they can go travel and have all the accoutrements that they would have at their home. I just don't fucking get that.
Because they have tons of excess money and they want to use it.
No,
It's a status thing.
I don't think it's a status
It
thing.
is.
George has
Oh,
a.
I have a home up in the north in the summer so I can stay cool. And then when it gets cold, I go down south. It's just a status thing to show that you are not tied anywhere. You have the financial ability to do what you want when you want.
They don't have a house though. It's just the RV.
They have no home
My mom
base.
took
They're
the house
fucked.
in the divorce, so my dad had to go get screwed.
Huh. How did that all work out?
So
Why'd they get a divorce?
No
I don't know.
appreciation for National Anal Day.
It was a
April
shotgun
18th.
wedding. My mom was pregnant with my brother when they got married. Very religious family.
Did
so
they
my
get married
mom's
because
parents.
she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. In a green dress because she was impure.
Yeah, we've heard that.
Because she was impure.
But it was my dad's
And
house.
that's what she had
because-
coming out of her hoo-ha.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny
Green spuzz.
because wasn't Mary impure too? I mean, she literally got pregnant by somebody out of wedlock.
Yeah, but
Granted, that
was-
somebody was God who
He
raped
brought
her,
you-
but
What do you call that? That was divine or insemination.
Intervention.
what? It's immaculate conception, you morons.
That was close.
Jesus Christ.
I had a beer in me. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
It doesn't. My mom could have just pulled that. She got pregnant by God, and she
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
have
here's
to
the
marry
thing.
anyone.
There are instances of immaculate conception in the animal kingdom. All the fucking time.
Like when?
I'm not talking about like in humans all the fucking time.
Yeah, I know. Well, like what?
When the red panda sits down on the toilet seat that just had the other red panda jizz on
I mean,
it.
animals being able to reproduce without a partner?
Talking.
Yeah, because
That
they
happens,
because
like-
they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, they change their
It's
morphology.
the exact same thing.
It's no, Mary did not grow a dick inside her pussy and jizz inside of herself.
Well, obviously. But there are animals who can like literally grow clones of themselves where their own DNA fertilizes their own eggs and
or
then
they just split like an amoeba.
Is that incestual?
It really is.
No, it's
No, so you grow a clone of yourself and it comes out and you can have sex with it.
Fucking yourself.
It's just to be able to.
obviously it's
Maybe
only-
that's why you do
it's
it.
done in extreme
Maybe
situations
maybe you
in the
find yourself
animal
so
kingdom.
attractive you want to fuck yourself.
Obviously, it hurts
I do.
genetic
Yeah,
diversity.
well, that's what I was thinking. I'm pretty hot. I might want to fuck myself. It could happen.
I stare at myself in the mirror.
You what?
I hang a mirror on my ceiling when I jerk off.
Yeah,
As you should.
upside down.
Upside down, yeah. It's only fallen on me twice.
It's a bitch to clean, though. It's way up there.
I'm like Patrick Bateman. You remember when he's doing that chick on his bed in American Psycho? And he's got his arms up in the air.
I never watched American Psycho.
Appreciating himself. That's a great movie. You watch that for National Women's Day. National Woman Appreciation Month. Yeah.
Taylor
it's a
has an
good
idea
movie.
for the podcast.
What's that?
What the fuck?
Lyrical trivia.
He actually thought something
Trivia.
Yeah. Like
Is
take
that
a,
for,
take
like,
a
music?
slice of lyrics from a music.
Are we doing that?
I don't know.
Not today.
Not today,
Ah,
obviously.
shucks. Okay.
I mean, unless you can pull some pretty substantial lyrics out of your ass.
Absolutely I can.
All right, put it back on me. Let me get this done. Okay. So, per request, we're going to do another Rude Jesus. And so we got some questions for Jesus, Rude Jesus.
I turn water into Red Bull.
And he's going to explain what these passages in the Bible mean.
Red Bull sponsor us.
And I just got to get to him real quick. How have you been, Jesus?
Yeah. I took like a 6-month nap since the last time we did this.
It hasn't been that long,
Just
has
crawled
it?
out of my cave.
Yeah.
They have caves in heaven?
They have everything you want in heaven.
Or are you not in heaven?
I'm the most comfortable in a cave.
Nah.
So we were talking about Immaculate Conception. Is that a thing?
It's a thing when we say it's a thing. It's a thing when what really happened is the Roman guards came down.
What'd they do?
Did marry, and so she
Is
didn't want
this
to be
from-
chastised. So she said it was Immaculate Conception.
Is that from some history? Is that a real thing?
I watched it happen.
You watched it happen. Okay.
Yep.
Peter 2:18. Slaves, irreverent, fear God, and submit yourself to your master. Not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. What does that mean, Jesus?
It speaks for itself.
Well, explain it to us. Me and Taylor don't know.
Well, do you want the old-timey definition or the modern-day definition?
Whatever you want to give us.
Slavery should have never been outlawed. We can thank Abraham Lincoln for
He's a real
being
asshole,
the worst
right?
part of America.
Right.
Do you know what this shirt is made out of? Polyester. You know why it's not cotton? It's because of Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah?
We were perfectly fine with slavery for years and years.
My clothes are all 100% cotton.
Who'd you get to pick that for you? I'm sure it was a white guy because of Abraham Lincoln.
Sure, it was probably some fucking tractor down in Wyoming.
I don't know what a tractor is.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
that's too bad.
I'm gonna say-
But Jesus is God, right?
Yeah.
So you're omnipotent.
I don't care enough.
So you can see everything and everything that
Swap
has
to
been and
Taylor every
everything
once
that
in a while.
will be, right?
Yeah.
Sex,
Do
swap
I-
it
I don't
up.
So
like-
who picked this? You should know.
It was a black guy.
Yeah?
It was a Mexican.
Okay.
He was half
Not
black, half
some
Mexican.
not some farmer in Indonesia. No, Vietnam.
Huh.
No.
Why do we assume that only African Americans are slaves? I think we're a slave to the system too.
Well, I mean, slavery isn't specific to any race.
Exactly. But he's talking about picking cotton.
We had Irish slaves, and we had what do we have? We had
Chinese.
Asians building the railroads.
Yeah.
I mean,
Treat
were
'em
they
like shit.
slaves though? I think they were more indentured servants.
We are indentured. We're in indentured servitude,
Like
which
you're
is
talking about like when they were building the railroads across the country and shit like that. The Chinese
So when
immigrants they had come over and do that, right? I don't think they were slaves, were they?
so when Taylor
I mean,
said,
they were
hold on.
treated very poorly.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of an indentured servitude thing.
So when he
Pretty much the
says
same thing.
it is the same thing. When
I
Taylor
think there's
says
a distinction.
no, there isn't. Here's the distinction. When Taylor says indentured servitude, it is agreed upon slavery. So you can give me just very little, and you are bound to whatever I say and do, basically, just like you are at your job. That's servitude, is what we're doing.
But serving someone is not being a slave. There's a distinction between the two.
Really, can you quit
As
your
a
job and
sla-
be?
a slave didn't agree to anything. They were just taken and forced. Indentured servitude, though, it starts with an agreement.
No.
You're going to agree to be a servant with no choice of being able to not be a servant to these people anymore, right?
So,
so
the people that only have freedom are the ones that are living underneath the fucking bridge that can do whatever they want. You're fucked.
I mean,
you're
they
part of the
free,
system.
though?
Yeah, you're part of the system. Yeah, they are free. They can do whatever they want. So they used to call them a house N-word. And so they would get to go in the house and they'd get better treatment and everything else. So it's still agreed upon slavery. They're indentured servants.
Then once the white chick's baby comes out black, that's when you know, that's when she just drowns herself, right?
Palms, 137.
I've seen it happen.
Palms, 137.
But you didn't see who picked the cotton for my shirt.
Who the heck is Palm?
Psalms. Sorry. Silent P.
My boy Psalm.
Psalms 137, 9. Happy is the one who seizes your infant and dashes them against the rocks. What does that mean?
Say happy is the one who seizes the infant?
Happy is the one who seizes your infant and dashes them against the rocks.
We don't really talk about the Old Testament.
We're talking about it today, brother.
That was the dark time in our history.
So what does that mean?
I just inspired people to write what they write. I don't know why because he had so many kids he couldn't feed. He just started throwing them against the wall and he was happy about it.
So this has nothing to do with you should discipline your children.
No.
That's not the way okay.
You're going to bring up Abraham next too, and he's going to sacrifice his kid because of God.
Well, here's one for your parents. Luke 16:18. Anyone who divorces his wife and marries another wife commits adultery. And the man who marries a divorced woman commits adultery.
That's true.
What does that mean?
That means you shouldn't get divorced. That's ungodly.
And if there's a hot divorced chick out there and you fuck her,
that's fine.
It's fine.
Not according to what was just written.
So what is adultery? Do I go to hell for adultery?
You know, Luke was kind of he should have been wearing a helmet and an orange flag above him.
I mean, don't you go to hell, like, regardless of whether you've sinned or not, unless you accept God into your heart?
Unless you accept me into your heart.
Whatever.
Gee, do we have to do that, Jesus?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. So I'm going to hell.
I don't want you guys up there with me.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Which religion of Christianity got it right?
Mine.
Yeah? Which one is that? The Protestants, the Catholics, Presbyterians, Evangelicals. Who's got it? Who's got it down?
Baptists.
Evangelicals.
Yeah.
So the Midwest of the country is they're going straight to heaven.
Yep.
What about the rest?
The rest are screwed.
Yeah, going to hell.
No.
You heard it here first, Catholics.
As long as you ask Jesus into your heart, you don't even have to be baptized. As long as you ask Jesus into your heart. Yeah,
well,
it
you
specifically
heard it from the horse's mouth right here. You can interpret it any way you want.
Interpret it. That was a direct quote out of the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible that there's been 18,000 renditions of.
Oh, Christ.
Are you supposed to be saying that, Jesus?
What? Oh, me.
Here's another one for you, Andrew. Matthew 5:18. But I tell you that anyone that looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. What does that mean?
Who in my name is Andrew?
I thought I said Matthew.
It means we should all be blind, so we will never commit adultery.
Huh?
Yeah.
Can you read that again?
It says, Matthew 5:28. But I tell you that you should know this by heart.
I wasn't paying attention. That guy wasn't paying attention during the Holocaust.
But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart.
Yeah, that's one of the 10 Commandments.
What?
Right?
I don't know. You're fucking rude Jesus.
I don't remember what Joseph wrote on those tablets.
You're supposed to be rude Jesus, but you agree with everything your dad fucking wrote.
It's your, you can't envy your neighbor's things, so I'd imagine that falls into that category.
It's like I have a scholar in front of me that doesn't know anything. It's just like...
No, I think this is actually rather a good example of, religion, organized religion as a whole. I mean, this is perfect. As someone who should know everything,
and he's
absolutely knows fucking nothing. He's all talk.
You can't pick and choose what you want out of the Bible because it fits your agenda.
What agenda?
That doesn't. No, you gotta.
Just thinking random shit here.
You're nitpicking all the. What about the quotes that say, "Love thy neighbor"?
I'm getting.
What do you want? Do you want me to, explain that
That's
one?
vague too.
That one's next.
Does that mean what does that mean?
It means love your neighbor. It means.
Does that mean
on
we
April
should-
18th
we should all be going like balls deep at our neighbors?
you break into your neighbor's house, and you take them from behind on April 18th.
Okay.
Leviticus.
Glad we got that cleared up.
Leviticus 29. Anyone who curses their father or mother is to be put to death because they have cursed their father or mother. Their blood will be on their own heads. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's
Explain
really.
that to me.
You know how we say murder? If you murder, you're going to hell.
What? Who said that?
I said that.
It's a mortal sin, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So
is fisting in the Bible?
Is fisting in the Bible?
Fisting.
Yeah, anytime a donkey is referenced, that's really
It's fisting.
Fisting.
Ah, I did not know that. I'll have to.
You rode into town on a
Make
on
a note.
on an ass. That was you're getting fisted on the bus. On the
Yeah, I'll
way
make a
over.
note in my Bible.
Yeah, respect your parents, like I respect mine.
Did you ever curse at your dad?
Of course I did.
So you should be killed right now.
But I'm my dad. I'm really cursing myself, which isn't a sin.
So confusing.
It really does kind of get convoluted,
So
doesn't it?
confusing and nonsensical. It's almost like it was all made up by a bunch of assholes.
If you don't think about it, it makes sense.
Okay, so Mark
If you
12.
don't read
Yeah,
even
I'm-
the littlest bit into it, then it makes sense.
Yeah, quit trying to interpret it.
Fuck.
We
I'm
have
sorry.
we have the interpreter here.
Oh, okay. So I should just take his word for it.
He's Jesus, rude Jesus.
All right.
Mark 12:19. Teacher, Moses wrote for us that if a man's brother dies and leaves a wife, but leaves no child, the man must take the widow and raise offspring for his brother.
Do you know how contradictory it was from 4 quotes ago that said, "Don't marry a divorced woman"? But it's this
What
one.
are you talking about, rude Jesus? Why are you contradicting yourself?
I'm not. This is a widow.
I mean, isn't
It's
that
not like they got a
isn't that
divorce.
basically like saying, as long as she's your sister-in-law, polygamy's okay?
You gotta fuck her.
I mean, isn't that what it just said?
Well, she doesn't have a choice.
Well, but if you're already married and already have a family and your brother dies and doesn't have kids, you're supposed to bang his old lady,
Yeah.
knock her up,
Give her some offspring.
and help her raise the children.
Yeah, what?
Which basically makes her a second wife.
That's
That
why
mean-
that's why this is the good book.
Yeah, the good
To be
book.
fair,
Yeah.
just the 12 disciples were the horniest people on the planet. I don't know why they picked 12 of the horniest guys to write this. Most of the New Testament. They just really wanted to bang other chicks. They just wanted to be polyamorous
They
for
wanted
sure.
to have their cake and eat it too.
And oh boy, did they eat their cake.
Let's see, Galatians. I don't know how to say that. Galatians. Thank you.
Wow.
I looked it up last night as well, and I tried to get it in my brain, but it wouldn't stick. Galatians 5:21. Envy, drunkenness, orgies, and things like these. So anything associated with that, I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of God.
You know how some of the Old Testament was written by eunuchs?
Okay.
They couldn't get horny.
Well, drunkenness.
They didn't have the testosterone.
So if you
Does that mean you just can't get horny?
I figure since you're such low T,
I've always considered horny to be like more of a mindset than
So-
like a physical reaction to something.
I think it's a chemical reaction.
Is it?
I'd say so. I don't know.
I don't
Let's ask Dwayne.
I'm not rude, Jesus. So you should know this.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna say-
you're technically like an ascended being.
Yeah.
So you have no testosterone.
I'm also a eunuch.
Do you get horny?
Do I get horny?
Yeah.
No, because I'm a man of God. I am God. I don't get
Blow.
horny.
But he can
But
blow.
you
I got
fucked Mary.
horny once.
Yeah, I was gonna say it had to have happened at least once.
So
But
envy.
things didn't work out well.
But
for
what we're
the rest of
missing
Look
humanity.
at the state of the world.
Yeah,
One fucking lapse in judgment and fucking one chick in the
That's-
desert, and
that's
now
why-
we're fucking where we are now.
That's why I chopped off my penis.
World falling to pieces.
So, but we're not. You guys cherry pick there. So with orgies, you're talking about sexuality. What about drunkenness, an altered state, if you will?
Well, I mean, given the fact that most of the people who wrote any rendition of the Bible had to have been in an altered state to see fucking burning bushes talking to each other and goddamn talking snakes and magical fruit.
Well,
I mean,
didn't
come
you-
on.
Didn't you turn water into wine?
I did, but
Did
it
you not
was-
get drunk off
It
that?
was very diluted wine.
It was alcohol-free. It was O'Doul's wine.
It was 0.1% alcoholic.
Too. Oh god.
It wasn't actually. It was pretty much just grape juice.
Envy is also in this. So if you have any kind of envy, you will not be accepted into the house of the Lord.
Do not covet. God,
I mean,
that's three words.
they love to say that these are mortal sins or deadly sins and all that, but honestly, I don't think that's true. Like, as long as... Here, Jesus. Isn't it true that as long as you accept God into your heart and mean it, you're forgiven? Because you died.
You know Hitler's
You
going to heaven?
wiped away all of our past sins and all of our future sins.
Think
And
about
as-
this for a second, all right? Those 6-year-olds in Ethiopia that have never heard about God, they're going to hell when they die from starvation.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Hitler's going to heaven.
Why is Hitler going to heaven?
Because he asked me into his heart, even if
No.
he did kill himself.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's only the Catholics believe that suicide is a mortal sin, right?
Yeah.
That can never be forgiven.
Well, there are some...
Unless you're John Constantine, sacrificing yourself at the last minute.
Oh my god.
Me and my boy John, we go way back.
That's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
They're trying to make a second one.
Yeah.
Although I think Keanu might be a little bit old at this point. What do you think about Keanu, Jesus?
He's been around for 600 years.
Yeah?
He's an ascended
we,
being.
We have photos of it.
We do. He's
paintings, actually, of him in Europe.
I'm gonna keep him alive as long as I can.
Yeah,
This
good,
fucking-
that's a good call.
He's one of
Yeah.
God's
Not a great rude Jesus
men.
this time. I see. Yeah, just throw it on me completely this time, because I got a little thing to go through.
Here we go.
I came up with a skit for rude Jesus, and I feed Andrew these fucking things that he's going to disagree with.
I'm not gonna disagree with slavery. You think rude Jesus disagrees with slavery?
So I feed him stuff that he's supposed to shit on his dad with, because he's rude Jesus, but he always takes his dad's side.
I don't. No,
but
that's
he
the
is
thing
his dad.
If you believe in the Trinity,
He has to take his own side.
if you believe in the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, but
Which is
what is
it's
that
like the
just
staple of
But this-
Christianity.
but Taylor, this is a skit.
Yeah.
He's not really Jesus.
He might be.
So
You
he
don't
can
know
shit
that.
on God if he wants,
Anybody can shit on God if they want to.
but he chooses not to. He just agrees with whatever
it's
Bible
okay
passage.
to make fun of imaginary things.
Now hang
Shit
on.
on unicorns
Hang
all
on.
day if you want.
Yes.
The passages of the Bible are
Go ahead and
interpretations
go back to the clouds.
of man. Do you think God agrees with every single one of those passages, or is it just the interpretation of how
Well,
man took it?
Didn't he come down and instruct people what to do and fill their heart with and minds with what he wanted them to write down?
Yeah, I mean, he instructed one guy to build a ship as big as the largest modern day shipping boat. And he did it. He put all the fucking animals on it. And all
Like,
that.
how did he- what was that made out of?
God obviously has come down, or
He's
at least
come.
in some capacity.
He's definitely come.
Directly communicated with
Shot his
people,
load.
right?
Yeah, he's come down and shot his load. We know that for sure, Jesus.
I mean, he's told people to sacrifice family members.
How many people were on that boat?
Too many.
I think it was like 3 or 4 people.
And we've all ascended from those. We've all descended from those 4 people again.
Dude, they believe that we
Not
just
talking about Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I was
but-
just gonna say they think we descended from 2 fucking people back in the day who got kicked out of paradise
You notice how incest is in
for
the Bible?
talking to a snake and eating an apple.
Incest is in the Bible.
Okay. What does it say about incest?
What was it? The guy that?
Probably something like covet thy sister.
No, it was what was it? It was
Seems
the
grammatically correct.
the girls who went back and fucked their drunk dad, or the girl who went back and fucked her drunk dad.
What was this?
Yeah.
We're not talking about that kind of incest. We're talking about the good incest, brother
What's-
sister incest.
I don't know. But there was incest in the Bible.
I should really go into incognito mode for this search. Instances of incest in the Bible.
Oh, Jesus
We're
Christ.
gonna figure this shit out right now.
It was King James, right?
It's super important that we find out how much incest is in the Bible. It's the best book ever. I mean,
Oh, there's a whole fucking Wikipedia page about it. Holy shit.
well, cherry pick it for us, Taylor.
Pick it for us.
Don't fuck around. Just
Incestuous relationships mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah.
In Genesis 19:20 through 27,
Right.
Ham saw his father Noah's nakedness.
Ooh.
The Talmud suggested that Ham may have sodomized Noah. In more recent times, some scholars have suggested that Ham may have had intercourse with his father's wife.
Wow.
Abraham's brother Nair married his niece, Milcah, the
Milcah.
daughter of his other brother,
What a great,
Haran.
what a fucking great name, Milka. That's what they should have named me.
Milka.
Yeah, because I like sucking on boobies.
I'd rather take Ham.
You'd be Ham.
I'll be Ham.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh
short
yeah,
for
here you
Abraham,
go.
right?
Living in an isolated area after the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yeah.
Lot's two daughters
Yep.
conspired to inebriate and seduce their father due to the lack of sexual partners.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do? That's
Well,
when I give incest a pass.
Here's the deal. You got time on your hands, right?
Yep.
You're kind of bored.
Horny.
Yeah.
The chemical makeup in your brain is.
You see the fucking balls swinging on that camel. It gets you excited, right?
Okay.
You haven't been there before?
No.
Well, too bad
Wow,
for you.
This is not a huge list, but
Right.
there is enough instances of incest in the Bible to make it cringeworthy.
Well, what I think the Bible is a reflection of us.
It's a nice set of rules.
And
and
he's trying to
stories.
use the fucking, what was that, the toddler voice again?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that was the toddler voice.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
That was
that
a Sunday school voice.
That absolutely was not the toddler voice.
What do you got for predictions for us for the future here, Rude Jesus?
I can't let you know.
What the fuck?
There was a documentary about how I gave this guy, he went back in time with the results of the World Series of 1986, and they made all this money and came. It was pretty disastrous for everyone else, especially for this.
Is this a conspiracy theory that
I think I saw that documentary.
Michael J. Fox?
Yeah, I saw that documentary.
It's a documentary.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Almost bangs
This
his mom.
fucking thing has gone off the rails, just like all the trains in the United States.
A lot more incest in Back to the Future 1 than.
Fuck, that's my favorite movie of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
What do you mean it's okay? It's set up
I mean,
perfectly.
I don't-
The fucking
more.
plot points
I
are
don't-
fucking fantastic.
I don't think it's anything. I mean, it was probably revolutionary for when it was made.
Number 2 is better.
Number 2.
I just.
I prefer number 3.
It's not even in my top 10.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to go down this road again.
Like, I think the first Jurassic Park way better than Back to the Future.
I disagree.
You would.
So, no predictions from you. What do you think about this banking crisis that we're coming up against?
I think we should bail him out socialism.
We can't bail out anymore. We're
That's
done.
too
We're
bad.
we're done bailing them out. We're not even going to bail out citizens when all the banks crash.
You know what I said back in 6?
back in 6.
We should help thy neighbor. Treat our neighbors how we want to be treated.
Right.
Treat thy neighbor with love and respect, and give them.
But
money
you could
when they
take their
need
baby
when
and
they're
throw it
about to
into a
fail.
stone wall.
Do you know how sometimes? Well, you gotta. We call them sacrifices.
Yeah.
Or murder
in my
your
name.
brother and then take his wife as your own.
Yeah, or fuck your dad.
These are all for the betterment of society.
It really is.
Think about it, where we are now and what led us to this point.
A
little bit of incest, a little bit of baby killing.
No,
Well, I mean, if you start with 2 people, it's more than a little bit of incest going on.
It's our society was started by incest. That should be a slogan: by incest for incest.
what I want to see next time we have Rude Jesus on the program, I want to see Rude Jesus get drunk.
That's a bad idea.
That's a good idea.
I get a little racist when I'm drunk. I get a lot of racist.
A lot of racist.
Against who? I mean, you're Middle Eastern.
Against those.
No, he's
goddamn
not. He's an
Romans.
Anglo-Saxon and he's white.
Yeah.
Okay. If you believe the King James rendition of the fucking Bible, sure.
Jesus Christ. I thought Rude Jesus would be better this time.
When has it ever been good?
The first
It's
time
never
was
been good.
fantastic.
I was gonna say, I don't think
It's
ever
always been
superb.
god awful.
What else you
It's
got?
amazing. I've got nothing else, but I want to thank Rude Jesus. What are you putting your fingers up for? Oh, we have a question for. Yeah, would you like to say it into the microphone?
I don't know if I want to take questions from the guy that wanted to kick my ass last podcast.
Okay, so when I prayed to you to get bigger muscles, it didn't happen. When I prayed to Satan, I got bigger muscles and a bigger penis. So what's the change?
That was a test. I'm testing your faith in God.
His balls got smaller, but his penis got bigger.
When you prayed to Satan? Oh, well, yeah. See, now you really had to sell your soul. You're not gonna be you're not gonna be able to get a chick pregnant now. But you got bigger muscles and
I don't know.
penis.
That sounds like a win-win for everybody involved.
How do you think?
He never has to fucking worry about knocking somebody up.
How are you gonna be able to do any sort of incest if you don't have you can't have a chick with your sister or a kid with your sister?
Oh, we really need Steven Seagal on this podcast again. I want to thank Rude Jesus.
Steven Seagal, who was just given the highest honor in Russia recently.
Oh, he's fantastic. We're a non-citizen, right?
No, he's a citizen of Russia. I think he's got dual citizenship.
Oh, he's fucking amazing. I love that guy. He could be the best actor of our time. Right up there with Michael J. Fox.
It just took time, Zach. I made your muscles bigger, but Satan made your dong bigger. But now you can't get anyone pregnant.
What?
Yeah, it was all a show of if you would believe in Satan or not.
So why did you reward him for turning to the dark side then?
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, it's a test. Say his muscles got bigger, so he thinks it was Satan. Now you're going to the dark side.
Well, considering you just admitted Hitler's in heaven, I think the dark side might be the way to go.
Hitler, well, hang on a second. Think about the Jews for a second, all right?
Right, I'm thinking about the Jews right now.
Do you know...
That's all I do. I sit around and think about the Jews.
Think about how much power they would have if we didn't wipe 6 million of them out back in the 40s.
Okay. Explain it
They
to
would
us.
control... They already control most major parts of society, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They would have us all
Illuminati.
in camps if we didn't have them in camps.
Yeah.
Not the Illuminati. No, this goes bigger than that.
Bigger.
This goes space lasers.
Oh, did you guys hear that NASA's warning people about, what rocket are they launching into space? The
Artemis or whatever.
Electron missile or rocket into space. What the fuck is an electron rocket?
What? What are you even fucking talking about?
Look it up, bitch.
An electron rocket.
Electron rocket.
Oh.
Did you not know that?
Warm in here.
Yeah, it's really warm in here.
Ass blasted.
That always means we're getting close to the end.
March 11th, 2023. The 59-foot tall Electron rocket will lift off from Launch Complex 2 at Virginia Spaces. Is that right? Mid-Atlantic Region
Electron
Spaceport.
rocket.
Does it look like a penis?
No, it's supposed to glow green or leave a green chemtrail on the way up.
What?
Like we need more chemtrails turning our frogs.
How do you guys? You're on fucking. Is Reddit like selective or what?
Yeah.
I have never even heard of an Electron rocket. I have no idea what it is.
Exactly.
Oh, it's not an Electron rocket.
That's the name of the
That's the
company.
name of the fucking rocket itself. It's not like a. Not like we're talking about some sort of.
Oh God, they made me laugh. Oh fuck, I got you, bitch.
Yeah.
That's. I don't
Only
know.
some of them are.
Okay.
I know because all my clothes are cotton.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why are only all your clothes cotton?
Synthetic fabrics irritate my skin.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
But you can shave your balls and it never gets itchy.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, dude, that's a trade-off I would take.
Yeah.
It gets so witchy down there.
No.
For a solid 3 days.
Yeah.
Straight.
Oh no, I don't have that issue. But I don't go all the way down either.
Oh well, I do.
Oh no, I
Looks
like
a naked mole rat.
I trim.
I whip it out and Amanda screams.
Well, it's because it's so fucking big.
I used to do it with the razors I shave my face with. Just like the actual like Gillettes and stuff like that.
Yeah, what else are you going to use?
It's a very trying
Well,
experience.
here's what I use when I shave myself. I use my wife's razor, and then I leave pecker hairs in there.
International Women's Month, right?
Yeah, take that, Christy.
Yes, we're gonna treat them as equals. So
She's
you
in
better
there.
leave pubes.
Yeah,
because
they're like thick, and she's in there. God damn it! Just trying to fucking wrench them out. They're fucking huge. Well, you know, because it's not like fur. My pubic hair is not like fur. It grows super long. We've discussed this before.
It's like a fucking Yeti.
Yeah, it's fucking bizarre.
Untamed bush.
Yeah, I should pull one out and show everybody one right now.
You should.
Yeah. Live on air.
I bet it could pierce someone's skin.
So when we're at 91 subscribers right now, right?
Oh, sure. She gained 4 in the last 2 days.
2. We're at 91. Hey Zach, put it up behind them, our page. Real quick. So I want to go through this real quick. We're going to have special guest stars next time around.
Are we?
Yeah, you've been saying that for weeks.
It'll probably be Steven Seagal.
Oh, fuck.
And maybe Daryl. Okay, what we got there?
Oh, yeah, 91. Look at that. Huh.
Yeah.
How did those shorts do, those most recent ones?
They don't count towards anything, though.
Pretty fucking horrible. They count towards
Unless we get 10 million on one of them.
Within 3 months. So you got to have 10 million average views. We're not going to fucking do that.
No.
Go back up.
Oh, we're not paying for advertising.
Right. Where was the Andrew one? So what I'm thinking is when we get the 100 subscribers, see if you're down with this, that we give away some t-shirts.
That's such a great idea. Are they going to say Trump on them?
I think we should do a Rude Jesus one. Thank you for just spinning that all over the place. Rude Jesus one, I think some people might get on board with that. With our, what are you doing now? He's going to analytics.
Yeah, he's going to show something that lets somebody take over.
There's
our
a picture.
fucking
There's a
channel.
picture. Go back to that real quick on the tweets.
There's a chick with just wearing lingerie for the pic. The other one.
Yeah. We're going to do that for a shirt.
That's true. What is this? Is this the Facebook page?
That's our Twitter.
Twitter? Oh, I didn't know we had a Twitter.
We have a Twitter, but there's nothing
Can I
on
get
Twitter.
the password for that? I'll definitely send out some tweets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, things about to get real racist.
So you want to be in charge of our Twitter?
Do I? Absolutely, I do.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Our Twitch, we need to schedule another game. It can be any game though. It doesn't just have to be that. It can be any game. It could be even.
But we'd prefer D&D.
We would prefer D&D, but we can also, at our home bases, all hop on and play a game together and go on Twitch.
Oh,
I mean, if it's a game all of us have.
Yeah, well, I think we could figure that out.
You stream from Twitch because I cannot. I
Why?
don't think I can download Twitch. My computer's shot. It's awful. Its version of Windows is terrible. Like, it's buggy. I download all those viruses from
And my computer's 8 years old.
the Silk Road.
Yours is fine though.
No, it's not. It's really.
When are you guys going to
struggling.
get new computers?
Granted.
I'm working on it.
So you couldn't use Amanda's for like 2 hours?
Sure, I could.
So
Hers is
he's
all
fine.
sticky, though.
From your
I don't-
cum?
I don't really like to use hers, yeah.
Do you go up and mark Amanda's shit with your jizz when she's not home?
Just wipe it on her pillow, mostly.
That's what, yeah. Well, as I do. I just go up and I rub, because now that I'm older, when I fart, it's a little wet. So what I do is I just go spread my ass cheeks and rub it on her fucking pillow. That's what I do.
A lot of pink eye around your house, huh?
Yeah, well, for her. I'm not worried about
Which is
her.
fine. It's a trade-off, you know?
I make sure that she's scented when she goes out into the world so nobody tries fucking her.
It's a
She smells
win-win.
she smells like my asshole. It is what it is. But yeah. So yeah, Andrew's going to be in charge of our Twitter. I'm kind of excited about that.
Don't be.
I was going to say I'm not. It's
We'll see how
going
long
to
it
be
takes
banned
me.
within a week.
No, it won't
I've
be
got
banned.
some thoughts about some certain things in life, so.
And we have our Discord too, which we have all of the shit because I wanted to make sure that we had the name for them, so I went and got everything. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of this stuff. Because if we ever got big, which we will not.
Nope. Never going to happen.
Wait until I'm in charge of Twitter.
Well, the Twitter's going to be off the hook now. It's going to be Amanda's feet all over the place.
It'll be a mix.
You know what I saw? I finally saw the TikTok of the guy who runs out the door and jumps naked with his asshole hitting the camera. I saw where you
Did you?
got that. Yeah, I
Okay.
finally saw that.
It was so niche when I did.
It
do
really
it.
was.
Yeah. Did
So you
really
can
see it on
put
TikTok.
Yeah, you can put anything up on Twitter too. Biggest porn site in the world, right? So we could go and we could put our dicks on there. Guess whose dick it is?
Yeah, we could have a dick cast.
Yeah.
Guess whose dick it is?
Guess whose dick
the
it
one
is.
that takes up the entire table. I wonder
No.
who that is.
No, they might be surprised.
Flop it down.
Yeah.
Crack
They might be surprised.
Add a third crack to this.
We could no.
Crack this leaf in half.
So on when and if we ever get 100 subscribers, we've really climbed up quite a bit here. Have you not, Zach? Can you bring up the analytics
From
behind them?
0 to 100. Woo! We're on a roll.
What?
That's the first 100.
It's only
were
taken
just
us
on
like
it.
what 2 years?
Oh, that was
No,
your account?
longer than that because we were doing podcasts back in fucking 2016.
So
That's true.
so since October we were
Almost 7 years.
but we never
91 subscribers.
Well,
and we're
what
on
was
a
our
roll.
name back then?
Oh fuck! What was it? Differences of agreement.
Difference of agreement.
Wow.
If we were before or we were around the same time Rogan. If we would have stayed back then, we could have got a following, which is crazy because we were doing it back then, before him.
I still wish the video of election night had been put up.
Yeah.
Because it's just Dwayne and I
Sitting on a
in
couch.
2016, sitting on a couch, getting more and more drunk as the night goes on, just sitting there in fucking horror.
It was
Or 2020.
2020.
Sorry, 2020 was that one.
because all the election results were coming in for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
None of the mail-in ones
That's
were
fantastic.
And it might be on the computer. I don't know. I don't know if
I
it's...
thought it was pretty good. Most of the night was me screaming at what the fuck is her name?
It doesn't. We were
the
screaming.
Green Party lady.
We were screaming at states.
Sarah.
I can't fucking believe you're doing this. It was just stupid. And then Biden wins.
Jill?
Biden
Was it
wins.
Jill?
Yeah, Jill Stein.
Jill Stein.
I don't think she was doing anything at that time. That was the election before.
I don't know. They all blur together because it's so full of bullshit.
So I say we get some T-shirts and we'll give them to the people like at least 100 subscriber.
At the 100th subscriber, okay.
Yeah, and since we're not going to really... It's weird on YouTube when you get a new subscriber, if they're private, you don't know who the fuck they are.
Private? What's private?
I don't know. Sometimes their name won't pop up.
You'll have to
Oh, weird.
screenshot that you're the 100th subscriber and send it to us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because anybody could fucking post that they were the 100th subscriber.
Oh, that's a
without any
horrible idea.
proof.
That's a fucking
Okay.
horrible
You
idea.
ever,
Well,
you ever heard of
What's
Photoshop?
your... We'll be able to see that how many subscribers we have, and if it's 100, then the first one
Do you
that
think-
shows us...
Do you think your technical ability to recognize something that's real is
Yeah,
on a
aren't there
computer?
programs you can put pictures through that can tell if it's photoshopped or not?
That's a fucking horrible idea.
If it's doctored?
I gave you credit for
All right,
nothing.
What's a good idea? How
I have
can
no
we-
idea.
Just randomly pick a subscriber when we get 100.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's got to be the 100
Send them a
subscriber.
bunch of bullshit.
No.
do you remember?
Bunch of cheap fucking t-shirts.
No, they're expensive. My wife only gets expensive T-shirts.
Handmade fleshlight.
They're so fucking expensive.
There was a big controversy. The New England Patriots put up a, hey, to our millionth subscriber.
Oh, because we're going to be there pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right.
They put an appreciation pic on the back of a New England Patriots jersey, and it was computer generated. So whoever that 1 million subscriber was, it automatically on the back of that shirt. And it was, I hate N-words, but it really did say the N-word. I'll find that pic.
Well, you don't have to. We could do something like that too, because she can make whatever she wants. But I'm thinking I got to find a picture of me, the one with you and Andrew, where Andrew's looking at your tits, and then the one where Andrew was standing up against the wall. So those are the three, and they can choose from which one they want. I'll actually add those in as we're going. But yeah,
I'm gonna laugh if like we start losing subscribers now. And never make it to 100.
Never make it to 100. So what I want to say, yeah,
Our official Twitter.
Who's official Twitter?
Patriots.
Ah.
Because they were the first one to be a 1 million.
And they actually posted that?
Because it posts automatically. It wasn't a team that posted it.
Okay.
That's what we should do. You should make something really raunchy for the 100 subscriber, and we'll post
A
it on
hatin',
Twitter.
a hatin' Iggers.
It should just be a picture of someone bending over, spreading their cheeks.
Maybe we should like get Goatsy. Do we know who Goatsy is? Can we get Goatsy on the
Who's
stream?
Goatsy?
You don't know what Goatsy is?
What's Goatsy?
It was that guy that at his house with his family there. He's the one that I don't know if you've ever even seen it. He squats down onto a jar, like a glass jar, and it goes all the way inside his anus, and then he stands up and it shatters, and he starts picking pieces of glass out of his anus.
This is a real thing.
Yeah, I watched the video. That was a dark time for the internet.
It was a dark time for you too, because you were fucking looking at it.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ!
I'm a curious 13-year-old. What else are we gonna do?
Fuck.
Goatsy.cx.
Still there?
I don't know if it's. I
we'll
doubt
look
it
it up.
is.
Well.
I highly doubt it is.
Because he
after
had
all
like
these
meat
years.
spin, and you had 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh, that was
Yeah,
that was the
it
golden age of internet.
Yeah, Goatsy was well before 2 girls and 1 cup, though, wasn't it?
When I look at that, when I go back and look at that video,
What do you guys think about you two oil wrestling each other?
I don't think that would.
I'll get like
be something anybody would want to see.
What do you think, Taylor?
Yeah.
Taylor's down. What do you think, Andrew? You want to wrestle him? You
I'd
two
do
get
it.
lubed up and wrestle each other?
If you get me coated
like
in oil,
a kiddie pool in the backyard, fucking snow still all around us.
was that goatsy.cu?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away like free T-shirts to whoever is our 100th subscriber. This fucking podcast has gone downhill in a handbag.
Did I spell goatsy right? Goatse.
Goat?
Stuck toilet. I don't know why it is.
They
not
probably
a-
removed it from the internet
They
because
did,
it was so
yeah.
brutal.
Yeah, it's gone.
There was this guy out at work. His name was Kenny, and I was a new hire out at work, and he thought it was funny to send you just the rudest fucking memes. So okay, haha, LOL, back to him, LOL, LOL. Oh, that's good, haha, you got me on that one.
God.
Next thing I know, he starts sending me these videos from this website, like a dude taking the head of his cock and putting a nail through it and cutting off his own fucking balls and stuff like that. And it was just like, okay, this has gone too fucking far. Kenny
who?
Kenny got caught for smoking some.
Oh, Machado.
Oh fuck!
Is that his last name? Or was he smoking?
Yeah,
was he
is.
smoking
I didn't even
Machado?
think about that.
His name is Kenny.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Machado.
Yeah.
Machado.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to blank all of these out.
Machado.
One of them's gonna get through.
Oh, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but dude, he would send the fucking grossest, weirdest shit all the time.
He was a weird fucker. He hated me. But what's new there?
I see a trend.
He was in the majority on the hotline with that. Yeah, his BFF hated me too.
Being in the minority on the hotline.
Were you on the hotline when he broke into the 8-inch shear and stood there and screamed at me for like 20 minutes while there was like multiple ingots in front of his mill?
No.
And then he fucking threatened to cut my head off if I didn't pick up the pace. Because I was in there training somebody new, and I was explaining all the stuff. So it was taking longer for metal to go by and get to the 12 mil.
Ah.
And apparently it was just pissing him off.
Like you were being lazy.
Yeah.
Ah.
And he comes in there and just starts fucking laying into me.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what do you want me to do?
That's cold.
It's training. It's slower than regular running.
Did you not go back at him with your attitude?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't.
Even
Why?
went to the hall about that incident.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking pulled out his file.
What was his last name?
His file's like this
file.
fucking thick of incidences that had happened there.
He was a tiny little dude. So
Kuntz.
his name was Kuntz?
Yep.
Machado.
It would have been Kuntz if it had a C instead of a K.
But
we can still call it cunts.
We really can. I haven't had any incidents like that at work.
No, well, I just rub people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because when someone says something to me and I don't like it, it becomes pretty apparent that I don't like it.
Oh, I have no problem voicing my opinion. So that's not a problem.
I don't voice my opinion.
Maybe it's just my general demeanor.
I think the only one that gets uppity is Gavin, but then like I'll yell back at him. Gilderman.
Does Frank not get uppity?
Frank, Frick. We're calling him Frick on the podcast.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Frick has been coming up on his breaks to the Ancient Shear Brick Room to hang.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Well, he wants to
Debate. He wants to talk about his.
I think he
feel
thinks
like he's part of things.
We're turning the corner.
Yeah, I somehow doubt
JFK
that.
is coming back soon.
Oh, fuck.
Does he really think that? Does he talk to you about that?
No, he has not.
Okay, because he does have some wild.
There's a couple
does.
people on the hotline that are like so fucking deep into that shit.
Who?
Like, isn't there one of the ladies?
So
Don't want to say her name.
What's her last name?
But I don't know what her name is. Her last name, at least.
So she was on our shift for a long time. So she, when all the shit went down with Trump and everything, she would not talk to me. So she didn't talk to me for like a year.
She's not the one that's now a working lead, is it?
She is.
Is that okay? That's the one.
All you need to say is she is the woman who's in the dictionary with a picture next to
God.
resting bitch face.
So, oh God.
She looks so mean, dude. I've never talked to her.
I've never had.
You've never
issues
talked
with-
to her?
I've never had
Never
issues
talked
with
to
her.
her.
She's-
Her and I have always been great.
She's nice.
But if you ask anybody in the plant, they will tell you that she just has one of those faces.
Okay, so
That
it's
sucks.
She always looks like she's about ready to grab someone by the balls and just rip that shit right out.
so she didn't talk
Maybe
to me
I should
for
talk to her.
she didn't talk to me for like a year, and then one day I'm in there because I'm in there bullshitting with my buddy Mike, right? And it's shift change. She comes in and she starts talking to me. She goes, "I don't watch news anymore," because she had given up on everything like Telegram and all of that stuff because JFK didn't come back.
Because she realized the things she believed were fucking
The
insane.
Vatican was going to give America back all its gold that it had
They're
stolen.
gonna airdrop it, right?
Wait, the Vatican stole gold from the U.S.?
And they were going to distribute it throughout all the people in
bunch
the
of
United States.
assholes.
And they were going to distribute it through all the people in the
It's
United
just
States.
One more reason to think the Catholics are awful.
So since I'm
Just the main one.
Yeah, just
big one.
Just the people who are in their little self-contained, walled-off territory in the middle of another fucking country. You know, those people.
everybody on the line or at work knows that I'm the liberal. I am the liberal. And everybody knows that I am the one that will. Andrew's, he's a liberal, but he doesn't.
He doesn't make waves.
It does not make
I've
waves.
spoken on the hotline. People know I'm a liberal, but it's not like
He's more of
I'll
a
have a big
slight
conversation
ripple.
with him.
But
people hear him just enough to know he exists.
yeah,
Right.
I'll put my dick in their mouth. I don't give a shit. No, but there's
I
no
haven't worked there long enough. I don't know enough people there to.
Yes, you
to
do.
that.
Yeah, you do, and you're liked well enough. But I never get blowback like I'm gonna cut your fucking head off. I never get that.
I get blowback wherever I go. I don't get it. Like, you'd think there'd be a trend of like reasons why people don't seem to like either my demeanor or my personality or the things I say, but there's absolutely no fucking consistency across it.
Yeah.
Like, everybody who hates me
Right.
usually has a different reason.
What do you think
why
the
they hate
percentage
me.
is out at work to people that hate you?
Oh,
to
fuck.
love you.
I would say no one at work loves me. There are people who tolerate me.
Who do you think loves you at work? Do you think people love you? Like, can't
Like
wait
me?
to get to
Yeah,
work?
like-
No.
Can't wait to go suck Dwayne's balls.
Like, I don't think anybody at work loves me.
Time to work. Get to work with Dwayne.
But I would say at bare minimum, it's probably 2/3 that hate me.
2/3.
I would say, yeah.
I think that's heavy.
No, I
think
don't.
that's
I
heavy.
really don't think
What do you
so.
think? How many people hate Taylor out at work?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go take a
Like,
poll.
I worked with him so briefly, and he's been there long enough to hear about me.
Yeah.
So I think he should probably have a pretty good understanding of when I'm brought up, the reactions that he gets without me kind of taking
And you haven't been on
that.
the line for years.
Yeah. So
And
what
they
do you-
still
what do
there's
you
still
think?
hate.
Do you think 2/3? Yeah, I know, and it's crazy, right?
Right.
Like, some people you'll ask like about me, and like you can just see it in their eyes that something has been fucking simmering,
Triggered.
for years, and I've just been gone, but it's still there. Like,
You left a bad taste in
the
their mouth,
effect I've
dude.
left on people over the years is so extreme.
You want them to
fantastic.
remember you, positive or negative,
and
right?
I just don't get why.
So what do you think?
I'd say that's a good estimate. 2/3.
Yeah,
2/3.
see, I think
Yep.
I'm just
2/3
50%.
is pretty good.
50%.
I think your grave is going to get defecated on by someone at work.
I'm not going to be buried in the ground. It's a waste
think-
of real estate.
That's
What are they doing with your dead body?
Oh fuck! I hope somebody cremates me and then snorts me.
Snores.
Yeah.
Nobody's snorting you
Then I
because
can-
nobody loves you.
Then I can
Someone's
be a
gonna
little.
snort
Then I
you.
can be a part of everybody who's ever snorted me.
You think Robin would snort you?
Probably.
Really?
If I asked her to, is my dying wish. Yeah.
Wow.
What
Why
if you
not?
got made into like a diamond around her neck?
Ooh,
No, that seems too.
that's a great idea.
Too superficial.
What if you got
Honestly, if I die, if someone wants to toss me in the Spokane River,
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
Just the
because I'm dead. I
body
don't give a
floating
fuck what you do with my lifeless corpse after I'm
Yeah.
gone.
So we're thinking one of the 2/3 is going to kill you, and they could just throw you in the river.
No, they wouldn't kill me.
Pussies.
No, they don't have the balls.
They don't have the balls.
Because in their mind,
Mhm.
even though I evoke this emotion within
What was Kenny's
them-
name again?
Machado.
He might be the one that does it.
even though I invoke these feelings in
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
I don't think they like despise me to the point that they would risk ruining their lot. Like I'm not worth it,
Oh,
but at the same time, they can't help but feel a certain way about me.
okay. Andrew, you're going to say?
There's a certain person on the hotline. You could bang their wife. I bet they'd fire at you.
Yeah.
Anyone with a gun. I'd think
You just have
multiple
to. You just
people.
have to bang his wife.
Do some wife banging and
I can't imagine anybody at work has a super attractive wife, given the fact that most of them are in their 50s.
Yeah.
what if you're into that? It's only 20-year difference.
What is that? Cuckolding?
Well, but that's only if they're okay with me.
You're
banging
sitting
their
in
wife.
the hotel chair when it happens.
Your old
They're
lady's
gonna
got-
be walking in
then,
on it.
then the likelihood of them shooting me afterwards when they've okayed the
Yeah.
situation is pretty limited.
It is. Maybe they're testing you.
Yeah, like Rude Jesus does.
I don't get it.
Huh.
It's
How many
just-
people do you think like or dislike you on the line?
I'd say it's a third don't like me.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I do. Every day. I
And
get spit on.
everybody loves Dwayne.
Oh yeah, everyone.
That's-
I don't know of
everybody
anyone
loves
that
That's
doesn't
not,
like
that's
Dwayne.
not the case.
That's
It's-
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely
it's
the
not the
case.
I'm going to say 50%.
No,
No, dude.
way.
I don't think anyone dislikes.
I was
you on
gonna
the
say
line.
you might have gotten away by saying like 80%, but I think it's probably more like 90% like you.
I don't know of one person that doesn't like.
I know, and that's what I ran into too.
It's
like everybody will
wild,
rant
dude.
and rave about hating me, and then Dwayne will be
Dwayne the
hanging
one that
out. We'll
pisses
be
them
doing
off
the
the most,
podcast, but Dwayne is loved. He's beloved
That is
by
not true.
everybody. at
There's
work.
no one else on the hotline that I don't think has the same reputation as you.
I agree.
For the likeness.
I agree.
I highly doubt that. Let's compare me against Mike.
Mike who?
Gardner.
People talk crap about Mike. They say he
Who
just
does?
doesn't do his job.
Oh, I did not know
People that he sits in the third team office.
So since
I've gotten into it with Mike.
since I'm
a
hit,
number of
since I go up
times.
there and visit with him, I would not hear that because I'm friends with him. So I never hear that. That's interesting.
I hear about everyone.
I don't hear anything bad about you.
I hear about everything from Marisa.
I don't hear anything, but I'm just not interested. At least anymore.
When here, it's your delivery, Taylor.
It's my delivery.
It's your delivery.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, we talked about this earlier. It's just the way you talk because you're not a bad person. You're not an angry person, but it comes through as being
you're
an
not a
angry
Republican.
person.
I mean, I'm very excitable.
Yeah, but that's just you.
Yeah.
And it comes across coarse to some people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people come off as coarse to me too.
No, I know, but that might be why.
But that's normally their reaction
One half.
to me.
I'm going to say half because I've heard good things about Taylor too. Because Taylor was a good worker when he was on the line.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Dale Otto doesn't count.
He's a suck up because he goes, I'm putting in a
forgot
wagon.
about
Did
Taylor.
I tell you this? I'm putting in a wagon one time. He comes over and stops me. He goes, "Oh my God, you are smooth." I said, "I'm not smooth. There's lots of people that are smooth." He goes,
It always felt good around Dale. 'Cause
I know.
He would talk about that kind of
he
stuff.
would do
It was
that.
Great.
He goes, "No, you are smooth. I've never seen anybody smooth as you, except for that Taylor Storms."
Yeah.
And I just started fucking laughing.
And that's because he would do the same thing to me. Anytime I'd pull a wagon, he's like, "Man, you are just excellent at doing your job, aren't you?"
When
It's
the
just
Halden,
like,
when you
oh,
push
fuck.
again the Halden,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
get it like the first try. He's
Yep.
like, that's like he'll start
Yeah.
clapping. Like Jesus Christ,
Smooth.
dude.
You are so smooth.
Yeah.
That's okay. But yeah, I just looked. I'm like, Dale, fuck off. There's a lot of good workers out here. Come on, man.
Blowing smoke.
He was blowing smoke, yeah. Because anybody can get it in on the first fucking try every fucking time. So once you have enough practice, I think maybe because he gets upset and
he just appreciates people knowing what they need to do and just doing it.
It being smooth.
I mean, smooth probably doesn't matter as long as you get it in there and you're not wasting time. Because I mean, who wants to do, a run of Halden?
Sure.
All fucking day.
Yeah.
And if you got someone who takes 10 fucking tries to get a wagon, and that just extends that misery out.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's more he just appreciates someone knowing what they need to do and doing it the first time.
So let me reverse this. So I'm friends with Mike, so nobody's going to say anything bad to me about Mike. You guys are friends with me, so nobody's going to say anything bad about me to you. Boom! Bingo! I just fucked you two up.
Then there's the fact that you two are literally the only people I talk to from the hotline anymore.
No.
I mean, I might say hi or hey to Chase.
Yeah.
Or Chise every so often, but I just don't talk to people on the hotline. And
Well, I just blew up your guys' whole fucking theory that I'm Mr. Lovable out at work. Since we're friends, they're not going to say anything bad to you.
You think I'd
about
hear
me.
from Irisa?
But none of them would talk to me to begin with, so your point is fucking moot.
It's fucking mute with you.
Yeah, he's the only one that pertains to.
Right.
Because we've already established that 2/3 of everybody hate me.
I don't know how this devolved into work with Kenny Machado. Kenny.
Did you ever hear from him after he got?
I was Facebook friends with him, but once Trump came into office and I was just like posting, Trump's a dickhead, he fucking unfriended me. That was the end of Kenny. But Mike, when he built his new shop, he put gas in there. And Kenny was a helper at an HVAC place. So that's what he's doing. He talked to Kenny a bit. Kenny said everything was going okay.
Sweet.
Machado.
Yeah, good for Kenny.
Yeah.
Machado.
I never want to see anybody do badly. So
well, that can't be true.
There are some people I want to see have horrible existences.
Really?
I mean, not like at work,
Mitch
but
McConnell.
like in general. Like,
yeah, Mitch has gone down, right?
I mean, I'll admit it. I cracked a smile when I heard that old fuck fell down the stairs.
Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Yeah, but I'm of the thinking that Nancy Pelosi needs to fall down some fucking stairs too, because
I agree.
Both of those fuckers have been in there 30 fucking years.
Can we make bail for that guy that hit her husband with a hammer?
We could try.
See, the problem between Nancy and Mitch McConnell is evil's a lot harder to kill. So Nancy would probably fucking die going down the stairs, but Mitch McConnell, nope.
Dude, her face is so stretched.
His evil nature will
at least I can
allow him to persist.
I can
pop into his turtle shell.
Exactly.
I can appreciate a man who just lets himself go and he's got that big fucking waddly chin on the bottom of
What are
him.
you supposed to do about that? Surgery? You gonna get plastic
liposuction,
surgery?
buddy.
Do you think?
I think
guys don't care. Guys shouldn't care at that point. What is he in his 80s, 70s? 80s?
Well, look at me. I don't give a fuck.
Well, he's trying to look more like a Sith Lord. He's
That is
got
true.
an idea he's going for,
You know his
and he's
lightsaber's
sticking
red.
with it.
Yeah. So I don't know, man.
I would think he'd have a brown lightsaber.
A brown
A
lightsaber.
brown one, yeah.
Why brown?
Why not?
I think it would be cool to have a black one.
A black
Maybe
one.
sick to have a black lightsaber.
Have you guys seen the cars that are non-reflective that are black?
The what?
Non-reflective cars that are black. They can't
Are
drive
they
at
like
night.
matte?
Yeah.
Non-reflective cars
It's
that
the-
are black.
it's-
So what? Using flat black paint instead of
It's not
glossy
flat. I
paint,
can't
or-
remember the name of it, but it's the blackest black you can possibly get, so it will not reflect
Vanta.
light.
Is that Vanta black?
Venta. Will not reflect light,
I
so
know
they can't
they're
drive at night.
Making paint out of it for cars. That's kind of sick.
Well, what'd you hear? Why did you hear about it before?
I just knew about Vanta when they
Yeah.
started
But
creating
headlights
it.
are still a thing. The windshield's going to reflect some amount of light. I mean, to say it's not allowed to be driven at night.
I don't know. What if you forget your lights, dude? What if
How
you
can
forget to put your lights on?
How can someone forget their lights when they're driving at night? You
still see
wouldn't
it.
be able to see.
You still see it sometimes. You know, you're driving down the road and people don't have their lights on. I'd imagine the people that do forget
are fucked.
You still see it, right?
Most
Don't
cars
tell me-
have lights that are on.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you switch your lights to.
In my 2016, I've done it before. Because I turn my lights off so that I don't have them on at noon.
2016 what?
Lincoln.
Yeah, he's got a Lincoln, bitch.
God, stop it.
Got a fucking Lincoln.
And I don't know. I turn them off in the. It was some situation in the drive-through, so I'm not flashing this guy in front of me, and then I just forget to turn them on afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm at work and I turn the lights off, so I'm
Vent
gonna
to
sit in my
black.
car for 20 minutes.
So black, they're not allowed to drive these things at night because let's say you're coming to an intersection and you're going this way against them, the headlights are going that way, you can't see the fucking car. It's unbelievable.
I didn't know about that.
That's a new thing.
Yeah?
I'm going to paint myself in Venta.
What, so you can creep on the neighbors?
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, that's not gonna work, dude. You're gonna be pitch black silhouette against their
at nighttime. I'll be
yellow
looking
paint.
through a window, jacking myself off in Venta.
That's weird. That white spurt came out of nowhere.
Yeah. No. Oh, what is that?
With
What is that?
ectoplasm. Must be a
It's
ghost.
a UFO. All right. Well, this is 2 hours in, so I'm going to call it.
2-hour disaster.
Yeah, I'll be able to get something from it, hopefully.
Maybe.
But whoever's our 100th subscriber will get shirts. I'll try to have the old lady make some up.
Yeah, we do 2 shirts, not towards the same person, but two subscribers get shirts. So
We
you
can
can
do
get
3.
the
3,
100
5.
subscriber and then a random subscriber.
Yeah.
May as well give all 100.
Yeah, where's my shirt,
Yeah,
douchebag?
well,
We should show
So-
appreciation to those who have been here for a long time.
Are you chipping in?
No.
Since they're like $8 a piece for a shirt that she uses.
Right, that's gonna
Plus the
bankrupt you.
dollar fucking sublimation shit and
You're
then
gonna be
her
screwed.
time.
Yes, you're right. You do have a good point. Not just the 100th, but because they're our loyal subscribers.
Which
Someone
the
that
loyal
we're not
subscribers.
related to or work with too. It's
I'm
got to
gonna
be
laugh.
someone.
Well,
that-
we're to
when
that.
we get 100, we give out the shirts, and then immediately, like a bunch, drop off.
Yeah, right.
No,
Fuck
but
these guys.
if you think about it, our subscribers that we do have, they can't all be family members. I only have so many family members and so many friends.
And I don't tell anybody about the podcast.
What?
So you know that
You're not
none of
promoting
these
us?
subscribers are coming
Yeah.
Oh,
from
you're a
me.
real douchebag.
I'm not telling my parents about this podcast.
Oh, my mom knows about it. She
Yeah.
just doesn't know how to find it.
Good.
Oh, I think
Good,
she
yeah.
does because we do get from Spotify. We get a lot of stuff from Virginia.
Well, my mom doesn't live in Virginia, so
Well, Virginia area,
she's not in the Virginia area.
Maryland.
Virginia. My buddy lives in Virginia.
Well,
Corey.
he might be listening to it. That's the nuclear sub guy.
Nuclear sub. Yeah.
All right, so 100 subscriber gets a fucking T-shirt, and maybe somebody else does. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Unfamiliar Podcast.
Hooray.
Woo-woo.